doing around here?
I want to interview Earl Williams, Warden. What about a little service?
No interviews. Besides, the doctor's coming here.
Are these your 20s?
I think it is.
I thought so. I'm in a hurry.
I couldn't plead insanity because you can see I'm as sane as anybody else.
You didn't mean to shoot that policeman?
Of course not. I could never kill anybody. Goes against everything I've ever stood for. They know it was an accident. They're not hanging me for that. They're hanging me for my beliefs.
And what are your beliefs, Earl?
They're very simple. I believe in the golden rule. Not the first man to die preaching for it. But I believe if they would listen to it, we would have a fine and decent world instead of this massive hate which causes man to do such cruel things.
So how would you go about applying the golden rule, Earl?
I'd do away with the profit system. And I would have production for use. Only. There's enough food and clothing and shelter for everybody if we would just use some sense.
Production for use. Maybe that's the answer.
It's the only answer. Everything has its own purpose. And if we'd have put it to its own use, we could solve all our problems. Food was meant to be eaten. Not stored in restaurants while poor people starved. Clothes were meant to be worn, not piled in stores while people went naked. Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Earl.
Just use things for what they're meant. That's all.
Sure. What's the use for a gun, Earl?
A gun. Why, to shoot, of course.
Is that how you came to shoot the policeman?
Sure. See, I never had a gun in my hand and didn't know what to do with it. Well, when I get stuck, I know there's an answer for everything in production of use. So it hit me like a flash. What's a gun used for? To shoot. So I shot. Simple, isn't it?
Yeah, very simple.
There's nothing crazy about that, is there?
No, not at all. Who brought you those flowers?
Miss Molly Malloy. She's a wonderful person.
Is that her in the picture?
Yes. Isn't she beautiful?
If you get pardoned, are you planning on marrying Molly?
Oh no. She's much too good for me.
How do you get in here?
Like you did, through that door.
I gave strict orders. Nobody's able to interview Williams without my permission.
All right then. I'll just run a story about how Sheriff Hawthorne doesn't allow reporters to write a story about his prisoners. And of course, with the election coming up, that might harm you. But just...
Now, wait a minute. I'm not afraid. What are you going to write about Williams, eh?
Oh, nothing much. Just that the state had proof he was sane, and he admits it himself. If you don't want me to run it...
That's all right. Go ahead, run it. You can say that I've been treating him well. Hello there, Earl. How you feeling?
Thanks, Sheriff.
That's good, Earl. They got these alienists coming to see ya. They should be here any minute by now. Don't go to sleep, will ya?
I won't.
LD, how do you like a couple tickets to the hanging, huh?
No, thanks, Sheriff. I'm leaving town tonight.
You ought to stay over. You're good at writing hanging stories.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Sheriff, but I need to get started on my interview. So I'll see you later.
Don't forget about production for use.
I won't, Earl.